If you or someone in your life is dealing with a probation violation, it's important to gather information. It's important to inform your attorney who your judge is, what are you currently on probation for, what is the alleged violation of probation, and if a court date has been set or has not been set yet. It's important to understand who the judge is and who the court is, because courts and judges handle this in different ways. Different probation departments do as well. It's also important to understand that what are you on probation for? Is it a misdemeanor? Is it a felony? Does it involve drugs, alcohol, some sort of violence, stealing? What are you on probation for? And the most important thing is, what is the alleged violation? And I don't mean what is your version of what happened, because clients will reach out and naturally they'll want to tell me, I'm being violated because I had a drug test or an alcohol test, but that's not true. I really did this, or I want to hear what the violation is. We can get to what actually happened, but it's important for me to understand, what are you being violated for? Are there more than one violation? A lot of times there's multiple drug tests, alcohol tests, not doing community service or not providing a counseling letter. There's certain violations that can be cured fairly quickly and without much effort. If you simply haven't submitted some community service or a counseling letter, it may be something that you can actually fix on your own, and I'm happy to give you some guidance. Typically, if it's an issue with a drug test or an alcohol test, it's something that you will need to see a judge for. If you're reaching out for one of those type of violations, there's ways to put things in place now in the present in order to make this violation and the hearing go a lot better for you. And I have a lot of clients reach out and they tell me, the alcohol test, I failed it because of this other thing other than alcohol, NyQuil or some sort of hairspray or toothpaste. Or what I can tell you is that I have not found one judge in all of this Michigan that will believe a client did any of that. And it may be the truth, but you need to understand that no judge is going to say, oh, you use NyQuil, or oh, you use toothpaste and alcohol. Let's forget the whole thing. At a minimum, we need to acknowledge that at some part of your case you were told no alcohol, and that means alcohol products. At a minimum, you still violated probation by using an alcohol product. It may not have been a beer or wine or liquor, but it was alcohol. And a lot of judges will make a distinction or they won't make a distinction. And it's important when you reach out to me to tell me two sides. One, what they're actually alleging, a worst case scenario, and two, you tell me your version. And a lot of times it's somewhere in between, but judges don't have a lot of patience for violations of probation. It's a court order that they put in place that you violated in some way. So it's important to be very humble, knowing that you're coming to court because there's an allegation of a court order. Now, you may disagree that you violated the order, but you must show the proper approach to, it was a court order, there's an alleged violation. I understand that court orders are serious. I take them seriously. I don't have an excuse, but here's the reason why this happened. Having a very level head and an understanding of this process will help you navigate a violation of probation. The last thing you want to do is fight with a judge. A judge does not believe you. A judge believes what's on the probation violation paper, but with the right approach, with an attorney handled in a professional way, there's a very good chance that after probation violation, you can actually move forward without major consequences, without the worst case scenario. Typically, a violation of probation or of bond means you're going back to jail. That doesn't need to happen. If you approach it in the right way and lead with empathy, and if you did violate your probation or an order, it's best to be honest, to go in and show deference to a judge's orders, say, yes, judge, I did this. I am not proud of it. I regret doing it. I need to do better. Here is my plan to do better. Judges are humans too. They understand that people are going to make choices in their life that sometimes they don't have control of, and they're still kind of learning, and they're going to work with us. So we lead with empathy. We must adopt a growth mindset, and we need to be proactive. My clients put things in place before the violation hearing. A lot of times I like to share with the probation department what you're doing, gain their support before the hearing, and actually have an ally when we see the judge. So if we're dealing with a violation of probation or a violation of bond, please don't naturally take a defensive stance. Take a stance of providing all the information you have and allowing us to put a plan together. It gives you a better result if I have more information, and I'm only going to use information that helps you. So be open, be honest, and let's adopt the growth mindset and take care of this together.